for change in Victoria come November?
I couldn't have put it any better. I mean, that's what I've always loved about you. You're just so good with the way you talk. You know, I've followed you on social media for quite a while, and it's just good to actually call you a friend now as well. We always keep meeting up at different scenarios, don't we? And it's obviously a lot of people have been asking what's happened to my social media, Instagram and TikTok. Obviously, I've hit a few nerves, but obviously that's showing that.
Well, you're relevant. You're doing something.
Yes.
You're upsetting people.
Yes.
If you're not upsetting people on your social media, then you haven't got it right.
That's right.
You've actually missed the point.
That's right.
And if people aren't putting comments on there telling you you're wrong with misinformation that they're spreading, well, what's the point of you being there?
Exactly.
If you've got to be out there, if you're going to put yourself out there, make a wave, make an impression, and you're going to upset a few people along the way. And you've upset plenty. You've done a great job in doing that.
I appreciate it. Thank
your
you.
content. This is the Mutual Appreciation Society here. You know, and it is good to call you a mate and good to catch up on events like this and on the steps of Parliament and the like. And thank goodness it's not raining like that other time where we were giving speeches on the steps of Parliament and we were drenched.
Yeah, it was my first time that I've actually ever done that, and I was very nervous. It was very confronting, and then to be, you know, absolutely saturated. But we did it best, and because our intentions were right.
Absolutely,
and,
yeah.
Isn't it quite sad that what happened in Bondi? It's almost in the rear vision mirror, and it's so many other things regarding certain files and all that sort of stuff, but there's always seems to be a curveball thrown to us. What do you say to that?
Well, I think when we go and look at what happened at Bondi, if we cannot call out the problem, all right, and I'm going to do it right now, the problem of what happened at Bondi in December last year was radical Islam, all right? Radical Islam. Don't forget that term. That's important. That's a term you're never going to hear from the Labor Party. Right? They will not identify the problem. And you know what? If you can't identify the problem, you just can't solve it. So all they're doing, and this is the thing, the art of government is to look like you're doing something without actually doing anything. And this is another example of that. They're looking like they're doing something, having a Royal Commission, but they're not actually doing anything by addressing the real problems.
Exactly right. I mean, that's why I always sometimes say, you know, through my heritage, be like Poland, be like Hungary. Obviously, we just recently seen that Viktor Orban got voted out. I really hope it doesn't go down the path that it could do with obviously the European Union. But what do you say to that? Like, the tide is changing even in the UK. You see massive change there, and obviously with what's happening with One Nation, people are trying to say, oh, that it's racist.